Phil Mickelson is now a golf Hall of Famer, and the Spurs beat the Jazz.
With Headline Sports, I'm Carlos Diaz. To the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs took down the Utah Jazz 87-81 and now move on to the second round of the Western Conference playoffs. Manu Ginobili led the way for the Spurs with 17 points. The Jazz made a late run in the fourth quarter, closing to within 4 points, but it was a steal by Tony Parker and a transition layup by Ginobili that closed the door on Utah. San Antonio now awaits the winner of the Memphis Grizzlies-Los Angeles Clippers series. Speaking of the Grizz and the Clips, they matched up on Monday night in LA, and it was Los Angeles who came away with a victory in overtime, 101-97. The Grizzlies tied the game with just seconds to go in regulation, but Blake Griffin and Chris Paul were too much down the stretch, and now the Clippers lead the series 3-1. To the NHL Eastern Conference semifinals, where the New York Rangers won in dramatic fashion over the Washington Capitals 3-2 in overtime. Brad Richards tied the game for the Rangers in the final seconds of regulation, and it was Mark Stahl who scored a power play goal to win the game in the extra period. New York now has a 3-2 lead in the series. Game 6 will be played in Washington on Wednesday. The Phoenix Coyotes earned their first trip to the Western Conference Finals in franchise history on Monday night, beating the Nashville Predators 2-1. Derek Morris and Martin Hansel both scored for the Coyotes, and goalie Mike Smith blocked 32 shots on goal. Phoenix will face the Los Angeles Kings in the next round. It was a battle of league-leading teams in Baltimore as the East-leading Orioles hosted the West frontrunners, the Texas Rangers. The Rangers ended up scorching the O's 14-3. Brandon Snyder had a career-high 6 RBIs for Texas as he helped snap Baltimore's 5-game winning streak. To St. Augustine, Florida, where Phil Mickelson and 4 others were inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame on Monday night. Mickelson, the owner of 42 worldwide wins, including 3 Masters titles, thanked his family and his longtime caddy, Jim Bones McKay, for much of his success. The other inductees to the Hall of Fame this year included 2-time major champion Sandy Lyle, golf writer Dan Jenkins, British golf broadcaster Peter Alliss, and 4-time LPGA major champion Hollis Stacey. With Headline Sports, I'm Carlos Diaz.